In this quick tutorial, I want to show you how to create a landing page that collects leads for you or for your business. I use Divi for this example, and I have a link in the video description below. I just find it easier to use to build all my pages and my websites. All right, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is to install a plugin called Fluent Forms. So I'm going to come over here, click on Add New. Search for the plugin, and then let's go ahead and install it. And then finally, we need to activate it. Next, we're going to come over now to Fluent Forms and then click on All Forms. So we just need to create an opt-in form. So let's come over here, and in fact, you know what? We have this default one here already. So let's go ahead and click on Edit and just make sure that we have the fields that we need. So here it says your address, subscribe. Pretty much that's all we need. So what we need to do next is to make sure we copy this shortcode over here on the top. So I'm going to click here to copy the shortcode. Over here, you can also change this from subscribe to get your discount, and then we're going to save the form. Right, so the next step now is to create the actual landing page. So we're going to come over here to pages, but you know what? We're going to do this in a new tab so that I can switch back and forth as I'm designing this page. So I'm going to come over here and click on Add New. The page here, you can name it whatever you want. So I'm just going to call this Promo and then click on Use Divi Builder. Next, I'm going to click on Build from Scratch. And I'm going to start here with these two equal columns. Now on the left here, remember we copied our shortcode. So I'm going to add my text module here on the left like that. And I'm going to now paste my shortcode in here, just like that. And then hit save. Sometimes it takes a bit long for the form to show, but anyway, here it is. The next step now is to add some sort of a video or even an image over here on the right to go along with what it is that we're promoting. So let's add our image module, and then I'm going to click over here. Let's go ahead and upload some images. So I'm going to hit select, hit open, and then click upload an image. So there we go. We have our image here. I'm going to hit save. Now over here, we also need some text just to give us a bit of a description of what it is we can see here on this page. So I'm going to search for my text module like that and then hit text. I'm going to snap this over to the left like that, enter my text over here. So what I need to do now is to set this to heading 2, save, and then I'm just going to drag this to the top because this is my main heading text. So the next step now is to just come over here and make sure that this information fills most of the page. So to do that, we're going to add some padding. So I'm going to come over here to spacing and add 6% to the top and the bottom by activating this chain. All right, so that looks great, but it is not stylized yet. So let's go ahead and save. So instead of spending so much time going in here, customizing my text, customizing my image and all that, what I'm going to do is to show you something quickly by adding what is known as my Divi Design Guide Pro. This is a tool that has all your modules designed ahead of time. This is great if you're a freelance designer or if you want to design your website super fast. So let me show you how you can add it onto your site. So I'm going to add a brand new page in a new tab like that. So you can name this page pretty much whatever you want. So I'm just going to call this style. Click on Use Divi Builder. Next, I'm going to say Build from Scratch. So when you download the Divi Design Guide Pro, it's in a zip file. So you need to double click to unzip it, and then you're going to get a file that looks like this. Double click on that, and then you're going to see these two files. So all you need to do is to drag this one here, DSG Pro, and then just drag and drop it like that. Now, once you've done that, click on Import Presets, and then click on Import Divi Builder. So once you've done that, you are going to now import all the presets for all the modules, which saves you a lot of time designing them as you're building your websites. So this goes for $27, but if you buy Divi using my affiliate link, you get it absolutely free. Okay, so now that I've imported everything here, we can see now that these are all the styles that are pre-designed for you. So all I have to do now is to choose which one I need to add as I'm designing the website. Okay, so now that I have this page, I'm just going to save this. Now, what I usually do is I keep this open because I need to reference it as I am designing my site. So I'm going to save that and then exit the Visual Builder, save and exit. Okay, so let's go to our promo now and further customize this. So I'm going to come back over here. So I need to refresh this page because all the styles have not been applied onto this page yet. So let's go ahead and do that. So the first thing I'm going to do is to come over here to this first module, click on that, click on the drop down and choose text. And right away, you can see that this has been updated. and I haven't gone in and made any changes. Okay, I'm going to hit save changes. Next, I'm going to come to this one here, click on the gear icon, come over here to the top, and I'm going to say text as well. And you can see now that this has also been updated. Now I can go ahead and hit save. And this is my basic opt-in. So here on the images as well, I can always come over here. If I want to make this image black and white, I can click on this drop down here and choose black and white or sepia tone. So let's go with that style. It looks pretty cool. I'm going to save that. So that is our main page. The next step now is to make sure that this page here collects the email and then redirects us to a thank you page. So let's go ahead and create our thank you page. So I'm going to create our thank you page by designing this in a new tab. So let's call this success. Use Divi Builder. Next, I'm going to say build from scratch. And all I need here is a single column. And in here, I'm going to need a blurb. So let's search for it and enter it. So all I have to say here is success. Over here on the image and icon, I'm going to choose my icon and then choose check mark. Okay, so that's our message. But as you can see, it's not stylized. So remember, I mentioned that this style guide needs to be open so I can see all my designs. So when I scroll down, I can, pretty much have a look here and see which style I want to go with. So I want something really basic. Tell you what, let's go with this one here, blurb number 2. So back over here on the success thing, I'm going to click on this drop down and choose blurb number 2. And boom, just like that, my design has been entered. I don't need to go in and do anything else. I'm going to hit save. Next, we're going to exit the Visual Builder here, save and exit. So I'm going to copy this URL here. This is our success page. We're going to come back over here to Fluent Forms. So what we need to do is to come over here to settings and integration. And what we want to do, instead of displaying this thank you message, we want to redirect them to a custom URL. So I'm going to come over here and paste my custom URL like that. Now I'm going to hit save changes and pretty much my setup is now done. So when I come over here to all forms, this is where you're going to see the forms. You're going to see all the entries over here. It's time now to test and see if this is working. So I'm going to come over here to my promo page. But before I test this, what I need to do is to remove the header and the footer of this design here. So I'm going to click on edit page. And then over here to the right, I'm just going to click here and set this to a blank page, update. I need to do the same as well on the success page. Come over here, edit page, change this from default to blank page. All right. So now that we have our pages without the headers and footers, the reason why we're doing this is because we don't want to confuse our visitors to these promo pages by giving them other pages to click on. Okay, so now that I have this all set, it's now time to test this. So I'm going to start by entering my email address, click on get your discount code, and now we get our success message. But have I been added to the list? Let's go ahead and check this. So I want to come over here. I'm going to refresh. And sure enough, I can see here that there's an entry that was added. So this is also going to show us our conversion rate. So I can always come over here and I can see here that I've been added to the mailing list. So what I can do now from this moment onwards is I can then send these emails to everyone that has added their email to the opt-in. So this is another way of collecting your emails for your clients, or even if you want to do this on your own website. So I definitely do this on my own website to build my mailing list. So this is a basic way of setting all this up quickly on your websites. If you like this tutorial, please give me a thumbs up and don't forget to hit the like button. Until next time, see you in the next video.